Grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. What? Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water, family. I want to welcome you to the home. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, home of the stubborn minority, place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is the heart of a simple production all day, every day. But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Man, all of my stuff sound loud. going on? I guess I turned it down. But hey, anime, if you could, baby, go and put on my music. Family, I want to welcome you into this week of Umoja. And those of you who are new, and especially for those of you that are old, I'm just posting it one time. Because one of the things that I started noticing was that I'm getting views, but I'm not getting them all consolidated. So I'm posting up the toast one time a week. Now, those that want to do the ritual, you could do the ritual every day. I'm going to pin it to the top of Gye-Nyame Journey. It's also going to be on my YouTube, and it's also going to be on my Spreaker, and it's going to be labeled Week of Umoja. We are in Umoja, and we have started to sit. We are in the 6th cycle of the year, fam. 6th cycle. I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to think about that. The 6th cycle already. And it has been a beautiful and tumultuous year. But yet and still, we are here to lift up our ancestors and to celebrate our personal victories and our victories as a group. I am fresh off, I ain't gonna say fresh, but last week we did a camping trip, and I am feeling good. There's other stuff that's developing, and we'll see how that goes. Time goes on, but yet and still, we still strive. I want to thank you for being amongst the congregation of the mighty. So, without any further ado, well, first let me do this. I want to give all of the Umoja babies a round of applause because it is your week. Regardless of what day of the week you are watching, please stay in tune, family. We got to start getting in tune. Gotta get in tune. So for those that don't know, during the week, Umoja is Monday, Kuji Chagalia is Tuesday, Ujima is Wednesday, Ujima is Thursday, Nia is Friday, Kaumba is Saturday, and Imani is Sunday. Here, we go by principles because we want to remind ourselves on a daily basis who we are and where we are so that we could do what we were sent here to do. Each and every last one of us, we're coming through our bloodlines. We come to do some powerful things, right? So I want to keep you motivated and help you move towards it. I want you to live what our ancestors called the best life. Not your best life, but the best life. Because a lot of what we think is best for us, right, is only best in that moment. It's not best overall. So we got to kind of lean on a higher power. We got to lean on our ancestors. We got to lean on our creator to move us to the best life, right? How do we achieve this, Brother Hatim? Well, it's simple. By developing systematic processes. We here at Gye-Nyame Journey, we will help you establish that. But without any further ado, let's do what we came here to do. We came here to salute and toast our ancestors. Those that's been keeping up with me, I lost my glasses. I gotta get glasses. Well, actually, in this week, I lost a lot of shit. So, another story for another time. But, let's get it. So, I got a little bit of the super sweet left. I get clean down here. And did a good. But you know, like I said, I gotta show him. We got a lot of orders because Cleve right now, he money driven. He like, I need to. I'm 17 now. He getting ready for the world. Oh, and I want to do my best to help him, as well as the rest of the young people that are around me, able to live the best life. That's what we call it here at Gye-Nyame. Some of y'all think that the best life, you know, being super hustle, even though I say, where your hustle builds muscle, family, you got to have time, chill, time, reflect, time to just let go so that you can actually be successful. You know what I'm saying? Because if you run yourself ragged, you're going to break. Right? And I know some people tell y'all, oh, don't take a break. Yeah, that's you. But let me tell you where that mentality comes from. You know where that mentality come from? Come from those plantations, goddammit. You had to always be productive or they would beat you. come from Jim Crow. You always had to be employed by others, or they will put you in jail. Come on, family. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to move to a whole nother level in the spiritual game, in this mental game, in the five parts of our being. You know what I'm saying? Intuitionally, we got to move up intuitionally. We got to move up mentally. We got to move up emotionally. We got to move up spiritually. And, of course, we got to move physically. Right? But yet and still, every now and then, we got to rest our intuition so sharp. Every now and then, we got to rest our mental, our mind, so it could be sharp. Every now and then, we got to lay down those emotions. It could be sharp. You know what I'm saying? We got to let our mind rest. We got to let our body rest, because in the rest come the healing. And in that healing comes the strength. Ask any bodybuilder. Ask anybody that works out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to give your body time to rest, replenish itself, and repair itself. And in the repairs, it will prepare for the next conflict. But if you're constantly moving, you're going to break something. You're going to break something. Not living your best life. You living somebody else's idea of a best life, or you're living what your ego is telling you is the best life. We got to move, family. But hey, anyway, so first off, I got my ambrosia. Get your health drink. Those that are new, we already drunk our water. Get your health drink so that we could toast up these ancestors. So first off, lifting up the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift it up high and we salute that Creator and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our list of our ancestors. And I want to thank all those that trust me with the ancestors. I got this long list. We're going to go through every last one of the names. And for those of you that want to get your ancestors' name on, go to freegnjecourse.com. Become part of our email list. You know what I'm saying? And then you will be able to have direct contact with myself and Gye-Nyame Journey as we build this thing while we fly. So here we go. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann Robert, Tech Center, Davis, Herman Brown, Sean, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Gasson, Aunt Lean, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, of our Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Flora, Montague Pittman, Nell, No More X, The Pet, Maya Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofer, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dergale, Pullian and Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonathan Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kelly D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, said Well, Levy the Farmer, Augusto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, on Charmaine, on Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Teacher Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Gerald Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Marshall, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Deborah Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Deamitep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, Secavina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Rich Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russ, Denny Monez, Gina Roop Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFrida Hines, Jonas Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Elmer Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith County, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. Got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stage Trish, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Anwin Brooks, Quillen and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tummy, Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, and Nino Baby Hatch. As Senior Mally Miller, Housey Hasdad, Cleveland Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Aretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Fred Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nellie Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary France, Jabel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla Adams, Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Greenbed, Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rupert Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruben Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Howard Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevada Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easy, Rashawn Easy, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Mahari Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lloyd Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Iver, Mazeline Coper, George Swan, and Monty Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, Willie Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. Moving to the Black Book, we have Joella Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair and Fatima McNair. Got Anthony Brown, Jonathan Poor, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damon Top, Christina Banks. We got Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr. We got Elder Clarence Lumpkin. We got Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton. We got Johanna, Jasonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti, Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Howard. We got Elijah Juan Hakeem in Como. We got Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Towton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, Taylor Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Anna Sensa, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nate Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simon DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve, Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Tommy Young, Frank Merle, Charles A. Young. We got Sylvester Foster, James, and Lizzie Winston, Abe, and Julia Lawrence. We got Ozell Leather Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leather Jr. We got Jenny Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as John, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko Dinas Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Risa Biddle, Savannah Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Reeves, and Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Viren Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Hottie Spade, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keith, Junior Shepard, Brett L. Willen, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Avi Shell, Roberto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Naz, Joseph Lane Miller III, Renoko Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gasson, Tracy Gasson, Adora Gibson, Elder Simba, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber, Elder Phil Haynes, Arminta Brantley, Aunt Carol Walker Welsh. We got Carrie Ann Brooks, Jeremiah Williams, Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, Nanny Baker, Ian Dabney, Quincy Yelder, Josiah Miller, Brother David Moore. We lift up our glass, family, and we salute our ancestors as we do on a weekly basis here. For some of us on a daily basis. Come on now, set up that best life with that systematic process. We lift up our glass, call on our ancestors, we call them to be active in our life, right? Lift them up and we say, Ashe. Oh, you've been on break. Oh, you back. Anime back. Okay. All right. So, near family, we move from our ancestors to the present moment. We want to lift up this week. We are in the week of Umoja. Family, I want to think Umoja thoughts. And I want you to use Umoja throughout the week, but also use it in conjunction with the principle of the day and also with the principle of the year. Brother Hatem, what's the principle of the year? We are in the year of Kuumba. We are in the week of Umoja, right? Whatever day you're on, that's the principle you're in. So can you get those three principles? Can you extract something from those three principles to make your life better? Can you extract something from those principles to make your community better? But it all starts with the self, family. You got to, in a sense, work on you so that other things around you can become better. You start looking at those things that's holding you back and those things that's slowing you down, and you start relieving yourself. Cause some pain, but it's all good. It's all good. So we on the year in the Kuumba, we on the week of Umoja, and whatever day you are on right now, throw those three together. How can I practice Kuumba? How can I practice Umoja? How can I practice the principle? Powerful. All right, so we lift it up and we salute this moment. Umoja, for those who don't speak the language, Umoja means unity. We gone and we celebrate that throughout this week. We lift it up. Say, Jay. Now, family, we move to the future. We toast our children's children on to infinity. Children definitely are the future. Question we always got to ask, which I just got off a long conversation, what are we putting in the children? Are we connecting the children to us? Are we connecting our children to our ancestors? Are we connecting our children to our history? Are we connecting our children to our culture? Children are our future, and we need to make sure that we are instilling in them. So we salute them in advance, right? Because I can't wait to see what they do with the space and time that we are able to achieve by us practicing our principles. We lift up our glass, we salute our future generations, and we say, Ashe. And then, family, we lift up our glass. Lift up our glass, right? Right now, we move to all of our relations. We're going to toast all of our relations and say, Ashe. From all of our relations, we want to move to those special causes. We want to lift up and want to toast those special causes. And also, we want to take this moment right now to send positive healing well, I want to say in balance. Because once again, as I said, some people might not need positivity. They might need some, you know what I'm saying? They might need somebody to put their foot in their ass to help them do the right thing. But we want to send that healing, that balance healing energy to each individual out there that needs it, especially those that's in our circle. We want to send that healing energy to heal you on all 5 parts of your being, right? So we want to send that energy out. And we want to go through the list right now. We still got Debbie Bowie on our list. We got Brother Quasi on. He's back on the list, so we got to go on and got to send him that energy. And if there's anybody else out there, Sister Ye. We want to send that energy out to Sister Ye. If there's anybody else out there that we know that need to be on the list, lift them up. And if you want to, you can get in contact with me once you're on the email list, and you can let me know who to add on to the list. So we lift up our glass and we say, Brunette family, we want to take a step and we want to go on and do that selfish toast. Selfish. Oh, it's not the right word, but we have to take care of ourselves so that we can our community. We got to take care of ourselves so we can take care of our ancestors. I'm not talking about selfishness in the piece where you think that you are the center of the world, but every now and then you have to pull back, like I was talking about at the beginning. So you got to pull back and you got to pour into you. You got to remind yourself of who you are, because you can get out here in this world and be playing the character at your job. You could be playing the character at your church. You could be playing that character at your social event and lose you. Family, this selfish toast is about gathering you. So right now, I'm going to ask you, what is it that you need right now to move towards the highest and the best you? What is it that you need? Come on now, take some time for yourself. Ashe. Brunette family, want to lift up and want to toast our tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be hard times even when you build a tribe, family. Ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Once you start this fight, you start finding out there's always battles that you're going to have to go through. I don't want you to get frustrated. I don't want you to become overwhelmed. I don't. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that once we start the battle, we have to always do it, because freedom is not given to you and not guaranteed to stay. You have to make sure that you do what you need to do in order to maintain that freedom. Constant struggles, a constant push. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say sometimes you need to allow some other. Get back up. You know what I'm saying? Take your break. Take your time. Some of y'all out there working 3 and 4 jobs. Some of y'all out there burning the wick and burning the candle at both ends. Wondering why you snapping. Wondering why you going crazy. Trying to do it all. I got to do it. Yeah. Build up the proper circle of people around you that can help you. All right, so lift up our glass. We salute. That tribe, my tribe is Gye-Nyame. I don't know what your tribe is. Looking for a tribe, or you want to know how to build a tribe? Get with us at I gave y'all the free. I'm giving y'all the free stuff. Freezy and Jade. eCourse.com. Go in there and learn. Lift it up and we say Ashe. Now, we're gonna move to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, wisest, and boom. Want to make sure you know who you are, right? Look at yourself. Take some time in the mirror, family. I want to lift up my glass to you. Toast to you. We say Ashe. So we started with the Creator. Guess what, fam? We're going to end with the Creator. Yes, we are. So we lift up our glass. We toast. Say, Ashe. Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, and joy. And 100. Now I said 100 years. Family, this is Brother Hatim of the Gye-Nyame Journey of the Gye-Nyame Tribe. We are out.